Hi there, students. A portent. Okay, a portent is a sign of things to come. It tells us, or an indicator of what's going to happen. It's like an omen, but a portent is normally that something bad is going to happen. So those grey clouds are a portent of a heavy rainstorm, a warning, a sign, an indicator, a prophecy. So a portent is something that's indicating what's likely to happen in the future. But normally it's talking about something bad. So this political instability within the country and this fighting between two political groups could well be a portent to a civil war. I hope this is not a portent of what's going to happen. The portents for the future look rather gloomy. Okay, so a portent, something that is a sign of what's going to happen. It doesn't have to be negative, but it normally is. It's like a prophecy, an indication of what's going to happen. The storm was like a portent of worse things to come. Okay, so this was an ominous portent for the future. An omen of a grave portent about what was going to happen to the family. Okay, so this is a week where everything seems full of portent, but it's normally a sign of warning that something momentous, something calamitous is going to happen. The death of all the pollinating insects in our ecosystem, I think is a portent for much worse things to come. So this is something that has future significance. You can also use this word to say something, an exceptional person, a wonderful thing. This is a very literary meaning and is not very common. It's perhaps rather old-fashioned as well. I think today a portent is talking about something that calamitous, an indicator that something calamitous, that something bad is going to happen. So, do you believe in portents that tell you what's going to happen? It's an indicator of an evil event in the future, of something coming up that is, well, it doesn't sound like a lot of fun. The strikes that are going on at the moment are viewed as a portent of an upcoming revolution. The fortune tellers tell us not to read too much symbolic portent into what has happened. The full portent of the legislation or the new law has yet to be fully understood, but it's already making problems. I guess you could have an encouraging portent as well. Yeah, it's an encouraging portent that less people are using their cars to go to work. Many people saw this break with tradition as a portent for the future. It is a portent to many people. So this is a portent of the coming storm. Let's see, this comes from Latin portentum, from portendere, portendo, to predict, to foretell. So the portent is something that's going to predict or foretell what is coming. So is it possible to predict the future? Is it possible that something is a bad omen, a bad portent of what is going to happen? So formality, a portent. I think I'm going to give it 6.5 in formality. Used in a semi-formal conversation, semi-formal writing, something literary or something more formal. Portent.